Yeah, I apologize for my outburst after the whole situation with Matt Riddle. I shouldn't have done it. I was going through a shitty phase dealing with what was going on. I can't wrap my head about what he said about CM Punk, saying he's a pussy, and saying that he was going to challenge him to a MMA fight, even things like that. One thing is, it seems though he never even met CM Punk, because the situation with him and CM Punk was a little not even planted to mention. That man had been Riddle had been in MMA fights. He had been in fights in UFC and things like that. Octagon fight matches in Octagon. He fought a bunch of people, knocking them out, making them submit and things like that. No sweat, no sweat. Periodically, he made anything else about himself, and that's what he had. The man that he wanted to be making himself. Make yourself to be a man, to be in the game, and he wanted to be something that he ain't going to become. So, despite the situation in New York, you know, he gets fired from the situation that he had occurred with the airport security, and then all of a sudden he act like he was going to get raped or something, or assaulted. So those antics probably caused him to get fired from World Wrestling Entertainment, the World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. The thing is, his antics this year caused a bit of a shitstorm on social media, saying that that WWE wrestler Philip Jack Brooks, who's also known as CM Punk, calling him a stalker in the NXT women's locker room and things like that. But it's his little that's that's him. That's probably the weed. It's probably the weed talking to him. I don't even know. It's probably the weed, man. Probably talking to him. The weed. That's weed talking to him. It's like I said earlier. He likes to smoke weed. So some retarded shit he say to piss off a lot of people on X and things like that. Kind of cost him his job and that, things like that. And stealing, as far as him stealing the money from a GWK event, which was they used to have a charity. It's supposed to like have a charity event. He started saying it wasn't even a charity event. It is a charity event. Al Snow was there at the GWK event. Okay, he was there with the Hindis. It's his fault. It's his fault for stealing the money from the Hindi wrestling promotion that was known as GWK. He should have lied and steal the money. That's his fault. So his way of wanting to pay his people back, he knew he never even paid them back. He acted like he never showed up. He never showed. when you show up when he show up when he had to show up at a wrestling event, he's he's already waiting for some sort of a rude awakening. He gets the help that he can possibly get anyway because he makes some excuses of why he not paying back the money that he stole from a charity event that was at a GWK show. That's what he was like. He can have his own self to blame. He don't have nobody else to blame but himself. So it's all on him at that point. And Riddle, this idiot, this fucking idiot. This all before this all before he has toenails painted. He had his fingernails painted. Like it's like this, like just like he's some sort of a man whore. He looked like a bit of a man whore with the fucking hair dye, fucking nail polish and on his fingernails and on his toenails and things like that. Like, how's that gonna attract some women, dude? When he has nails, has fingernails, has toenails painted. What a weirdo! I used to see him on WWE television shows, and nobody seemed to know why he was in there. But he's fired from the show. But it's like Patrick Clark all over again. Man, it's just as worse as Patrick Clark Jr., who's also known as the Velveteen Dream. Everybody know him. Who goes by that name? The Velveteen Dream. That's why he's gone from NXT because of the shit that he was doing. He ended up doing video voyeurism and spying on EC3 with the camera installed in that house. And he's spying on other people at the party. He started telling people he started telling the young kids what type of school they go to, so he can wait for them to come out, so he can go and have sex with them. That's the only thing that goes with Matt Riddle and his. It goes back to Matt Riddle and the incident that happened with a known female wrestler who goes by the name of what's her name? Candy Cartwright. No relations to the lady who played as Bart Simpson on The Simpsons, Nancy Cartwright. I'm talking about Candy Cartwright. No relations to the voice actor of the Simpsons show from like uh, 36 years ago. That's just Candy Cartwright. Uh, no relations to Nancy Cartwright. I had a lot of respect for Nancy Cartwright because she was known for playing as Bart Simpson, but she played other voices, in other cartoons, and then yeah, everybody else even know the story behind it, man. Candy Cartwright, she started claiming that she got sexually assaulted by Matthew Riddle, but all part of him having his fingernails and toenails painted and all that. He tried to do that MMA shit. It's a fucking moron that he became to be. So Matt Matthew Cardona is no longer with National Wrestling Alliance. So he answers why he's no longer there. So he want to start wrestling in the independent circuits. His wife Chelsea Green, ended up on WWE television. She went from being this negative Karen character to being this to being this woman who wanted to be getting her wrestling career going. And so she started like a faction with Chelsea Green had formed a faction that was with Albert Fire, who happened to be Kaylee Ray. And the former Dewdrop, who had to be, well, oh, this is a chick I did not know. It's a fat chick. It's a fat white chick who was from the UK. Her name is Piper Niven, who had to be Kimberly Benson. Yeah, it's a female version of the Secret Service. It was called the Secret Service. Yes, I get it right. The Secret Service. Secret Service. Yeah, it was like an imitation of the Secret Service. You got two women like Alba Fire and Piper Niven dressed up like Secret Service agents, and Chelsea Green dressed like she was the first lady. It's a comical thing they do on WWE television. Is what they're doing. It's a comedy thing. Nobody else even know why you're doing so. It's all a bit of a comedy thing. It's like a shtick that nobody else even bothered to see. It was so important. People had to go through the type of things that people wanted to see and watch. I could have seen it and watched it. Yeah, when they're out there accompanying, when they're out there on NXT accompanying the hell out of Ethan Page, who was he's a an ex AEW and TNA wrestler. Weeks after he got rid of the NXT North American Championship belt, he had unveiled the Canadian version of the NXT Women's not the NXT Women's, the NXT North American Championship. He just, why you get rid of the NXT North American Championship belt and threw it right across the ringside area and unveiled the Canadian version of the NXT North American Championship belt that was in all sorts of Canadian colors. It's all in Canadian colors. It's like remnants of Canada. That was that was all over that title belt. Now he brings it with him every Tuesday night. It has the Canadian signature and insignia all over it. It sucks with him. That his old tag team partner is already at AEW. You know what I mean? Wrestling those matches to keep the fans happy. Well, Josh Alexander is at AEW wrestling to get paid. And here goes, and while Ethan is over there on the NXT taping, WWE NXT on the CW network, trying to get in the ring with people and hit people with cutters and things like that, and beating them and pinning them with the cutters, things like that. Well, Dana Brooke, who had to be Ashley Severa, who had to be Biolicans, who had to be Ashley Severa, the former Dana Brooke. She just well she beat JC Jane and yeah, who happened to be Taylor Grado. She beat her at a TNA pay per view or something, or I think it was one of the pay per views, and won the TNA Knockouts Championship. And the Knockouts Championship is back on Impact Wrestling where it belongs. TNA Impact Wrestling. Well, let's say TNA Wrestling. Let's go back to TNA Wrestling where it belongs. Yeah, JC Jane is no longer two belts. JC. Yeah, she's no longer JC two belts. She's JC one belt. She's JC one belt. She's no longer JC two belts. Jasmine Nix, man, she had like a whiny little baby saying she wanted like an opportunity for the women's North American Championship and things like that. But there's some dissension between Jasmine Nix, Fallon Henley. Yeah, there's some tension going on, some dissension between Fallon Henley and JC Jane and Jasmine Nix. My thing is, What's some tension going on between them? There's some talks about street fight and all that. You never even know what's going to happen. Life is always what they have mentioned there. Yeah, these are people that don't even have time to push these shows in. Like, hey, because of Matt Riddle's behavior, and they started calling CM Punk a stalker, and calling AJ Lee a whore on social media, and then just disrespecting them and defaming them. That makes them not want to deal with him anymore. He had crossed so many lines, and he went too far. He did go too far. I hope that God he gets his weed smoking ass off of social media. Yeah, I hope Matthew Frederick Riddle can get his weed smoking ass off of social media and leave Philip and April alone. Stop picking on them. You know what I mean? He needs to stop picking on them with them tweets. CM Punk is a little older than him anyway. CM Punk ain't got no time to go an MMA match with that fool. I'm about to be finished with this video anyway, so this is another video after the kid friendly video that I just done earlier. One thing is, I'm going to have to go get off this thing, and I'm going to have to watch Judge Jury or Judge Karen or whatever shows I'm watching. Well, the video that I did earlier was going to be processing like shortly in a couple of hours. But this video will be processing in a couple of hours too. I'm gonna be feeling. I'm gonna go stop the stream. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna let it process for the same breath as that other video I had done. Holler at me if you wanna see some more videos. I'll do another one. I'll do another one, but at least probably probably at least tomorrow. I'll probably tomorrow I'll do another one. I don't know. Probably tomorrow I'll do that. If I did not do the video tomorrow, I'll be like not be I'll probably not feel like doing it. I'm out.